They'll be up against a Bears offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. So that'll back him up 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The play clock's running down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Watch it now.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing on first down. Yoder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And some space here. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he coughed it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On first and 10, Yoder. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
No. Check. Patriots. Here we go. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Detroit! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
To throw on second down. Yoder. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. No.
Defense showing blitz.
Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Yoder. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. This is Cohen on the toss. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and 2, Yoder rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Throwing on first down. Yoder. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. On first and 10, Yoder. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A swing pass caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Over! Back! Gun! Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, check, Patriots.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Lucky 56. Blue landed.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
All right, here we go. No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot. Wide. Get wide.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
No, check, Patriot.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Gun. Detroit. Leopard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lambeau will put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Yoder. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Green, Leopard.
Operating from the gun, Yoder. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So we're at halftime here. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. Now Cohen. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Yoder. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now they try the right side here. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he's brought down after a good gain. 34 yards there at a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And a give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. And
he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake. Yoder. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On third down, Yoder. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Yoder letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Yoder under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Back to throw. Yoder. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
From the gun, Yoder. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves it with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third and 10.
No, check. Patriots.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll be a gain of 16, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So here we go, first and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49, past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.